I can't sing or dance. I don't have any real, tangible talents. So
Okay.
it's like, all right, what can I do that doesn't involve me going back to school? Because I was already a college dropout at 17. So
Mm.
Kanye
it's like I'm
West.
not going back, not going to school. What can I do that doesn't need certification? What can I do? And then saw some girl post a food plate on Facebook and sell it. Like, man, I can do better than that.
Welcome to Smooth Lies. We have a guest for you guys, special guy I know. He goes by the name of Chef Hiro.
You're
Now, before we get today's show popping, we're going to put some aroma into the air,
some sage.
some
Yeah,
sage,
change it up just a little bit.
uh,
Gotta
spark
get
it up for our
good
sparkers
energy.
out there.
Good energy. What smell is that?
I don't know, man. I got this from the corner store.
He picked a random wheel.
All right.
Got the random. I just said, choose your favorite scent.
Hey, you sometimes you can't go
Got
wrong though.
that.
How wild was last night that you got to sage the workplace as soon as you clock in?
Damn it. So the backstory on that is that we have a skunk issue.
Mm.
We have a skunk issue in the shop where we have skunks underneath. And
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
if you have any more questions, mind your business. But we got an exterminator working on the problem.
Money earning Mount Vernon.
Money earning Mount Vernon. Also gonna light this candle. We want it smelling good in here.
Extra.
For you guys and ladies, I know this is one of our favorite candles. Mahogany, teak, wood, high intensity, okay?
Where can they get that?
They can get that at Bath and Body Works.
Okay.
This
okay.
video is not sponsored by Bath and Body Works, just let you
Not
guys
at
know.
all.
But you know, when we need candles, they got the deals on deals.
Hey.
Unless you got a booster.
This is like buy two, buy three, get one free.
I know, man.
I also have incense dropping.
Hey, look at
24.
that. You want to?
You say you got incense dropping when? Say that
Yeah,
again.
2024.
2024.
Midnight lamb chop.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
I got crab legs.
Ooh.
Shrimp.
Ooh.
That scent is I wouldn't get it, but some people like it.
The Boyle folks out there.
Trying to get it all the money. Trying to get it all.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Chef Hiro. I personally already know you. Some of the guys on the set, first time meeting you. Let's hear about what it is that you do for a living.
I trap.
Hey.
Plain and simple.
How much weight?
One taco at a time. Man.
Okay.
I'm just out here moving units.
Big boy weight. Big things.
But nah, I'm not even technically a chef anymore. I'm more of like a dreamer. I'm just like I'm Steve Jobs of cooking.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's basically it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it right there.
That's
Couple
interesting. That's
restaurants, couple wellness centers, couple brands.
So what product is the iPhone from you?
From me, it would be the Chef Hiro brand.
Okay.
So that's the one that's popping off the most. That's the one that's turning down the 7-figure deals. That's the one right now. That's the holy grail.
Could you explain that brand just to some people? Because
So
honestly-
yeah, my brand, Chef Hiro, right now I'm in the process of franchising it and everything. So just finished the red book on that, and we're in negotiation with 2 different people. So with this brand, it can be a food truck or brick and mortar, whichever you prefer for your city, whatever you think will work best. As long as you got the startup money, let's go ahead and open up shop. So that's kind of the brand that took me away from the post office and kind of catapulted me into this situation that I'm in.
Now, okay, so we said a post office, so you come from working the regular 9 to 5.
Yeah, the post office it's a 9 to eventually, man. You ain't getting off the post office. I swear. When you a CCA, you locked in. Ain't no going home. So
Okay.
I mean, I remember I did like 98 hours in 6 days.
Mm.
So
that's
you know,
wild.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, at the post office, even before the post office, I was working like 5 jobs. So, always hustling, always trying to figure it out. Got on with the post office, first 3 years, instantly it's like, yo, this is not gonna last. My body is not gonna hold up. So trying to figure some stuff out. You know, Jamal know a hoop, but I'm not LeBron. You know, I can't sing or dance. I don't have any real, tangible talents. So it's like, all right, what can I do that doesn't involve me going back to school? Because I was already a college dropout at 17. So
Kanye
it's like I'm
West.
not going back, not going to school. What can I do that doesn't need certification? What can I do? And then saw some girl post a food plate on Facebook and sell it. Like, man, I can do better than that. And tried it, and it just went from there.
Now, what was the first dish?
It was oxtails. I posted a picture. I was at home on my off day, randomly for the post office. I was off. Posted a picture of some oxtails. Somebody's like, "Let me get a plate." Everybody want a free plate. I'm like, man, man, going somewhere. Somebody else like, man, I'll pay you. I'm like, man, no, you won't. It's like, no, for real. How much would you charge? It's like, $15. Like 30 people commented, asking to order some. So I'm like, all right, man, if y'all serious, everybody comment right here, your first and last name, and give me your phone number, and I'll make orders for Sunday.
No.
Bet. Like 47 people commented and placed orders. So I'm like, all right, man, $15 a piece. Oh, man, we about to run it up. Bet it. Hit the food stamp plug. Went and got some supplies. I probably spent like $400 or something like that. And then Sunday came, made the oxtail, 47 people. We was about to be on some money. This is about to be something new. Like 7 people showed up. I took the biggest L.
Man.
So I was sent, went home, went to sleep. Then the next time, wised up. All right, I need deposits.
Correct.
And then from there, you progress. All right, man, I need a logo. Oh, snap, this is getting popular. I need a website. I need an Instagram. I need to make my pictures look better. Let me go on Amazon, get the little photo box to make my plates look professional.
Yeah.
Dang, I need stickers with my logo on it so people, know it's professional and da-da, and you just keep elevating from there.
So this was like a building process for you as you were going
yeah.
along. You learned through your mistakes
Absolutely.
what choices to make. So with that being said, as you said with the post office gig, you were working so many hours.
Yeah.
How was it working there and trying to find time to be an at-home chef?
There is no real time. Like you gotta finesse it in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I hate that saying, oh, people make time for what they really want. That's not true. Like, especially if people who work at the post office know there is no time. So around this time, I'm trying to figure it out. I think I just got out of that relationship like a year before that. So I was single in the post office trying to do it, trying to teach myself. Then got a girlfriend. So I'm splitting up time between work, a relationship, this thing that's not even really a hobby or a thing, but it's like it could maybe be something, but I have no idea because I don't have a cooking background. I don't have, a big business background,
Yeah.
So it's just the time to work on that was when I go over my girl's house at the time, I would be practicing in the kitchen. I mean, just practicing whenever you find time. When I'm at work, in between relays, I'm looking at YouTube videos on plating techniques, how to cut. I had to teach myself how to cut, all of that.
Wow.
So, it's a couple of times the managers pulled up on me and saw me just in my car looking at my phone, looking like I'm BSing and stuff. But I'm really, trying to teach myself. But that is the only time I have is in between work, in between, your normal life and stuff.
So you had to multitask.
I had to multitask a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
So with you also being a black man, how was that on your mental health too as well? Because I know that sounds like you're taking on a lot of things in your life that can add a lot more stress onto you already trying to make this dream that you didn't even know that was going to be a dream. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
See, that's interesting because I think we all have that same issue with all of us being black, all of us being men too in this thing. You taught from an early age, ain't nobody coming to save you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody don't nobody care about how you feel. Like, come on, bro. What's
Yeah.
that? Was that holes? Grandpa, I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Get up and go to work. So
Right.
with this, it was the same situation. Now, I have, a counselor and I do float therapy. I understand my mental health a
Okay.
lot more than I did, 4 years ago. But before, it was just go to work. Are you stressed out? That's normal. It's
Mhm.
been normalized to us to that point. You know what I mean? Just waking up and knowing that, you better get a job and go to work because
Yeah.
ain't nobody coming to save you. Don't nobody care about what you're going through. Don't nobody really, there's no outlets for black men even now. Not a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time, it didn't affect me because I didn't know that problem even existed.
Wow.
It was just like normal. It's normal to
Wow.
wake up super tired. It's normal to wake up with so much stress and stuff on you. It's like, oh, this is an everyday thing. Ain't no way to handle it. Just keep moving.
It's life.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where did you come up with Chef Hiro?
That came, like I said, when I was going through that process of actually, all right, I can do this. I'm gonna need a website. I need a name to call myself. It can't just be, hey, JC selling plates over on the east side. Come pick one up.
Right.
It don't look professional. Basically, it don't look marketable. It doesn't look like legit. And that's one of my main things. I didn't want a side hustle. I don't want to be like the people on Facebook. I don't know what I want. If it's gonna be a building, a food truck, or some microwave dinners. I don't know what I'm doing, but I want it to be professional and look crisp.
Right.
I want my Caucasian brethren to drive out to the hood to pick up a plate, because it looks so professional. So with that, I'm like, all right, I need this to be a brand, not just a business. It needs to be solidified. It needs to be official. Shoot, when you see that golden M, you think McDonald's.
Yeah.
Instantly, you think of menu items, Ronald McDonald, all this stuff that goes with it. When you see the burger, you think Burger King. You think of the King, you think of all the stuff that comes with it. That's branding. Like, I need that.
Yeah.
So I can't just be some black dude selling dinners. All right, what am I gonna do? All right, I already knew. I'm like, man, if I ever get a restaurant, I'm covering it in anime. Have anime playing. It's gonna be dope. All right, food, anime. All right, get on Google. Japanese words for food. Japanese word for Africa. Japanese, just searching Japanese words for stuff. Like, all right, and then you land on one. What's Japanese word for hero? All right, spelled the same. It's just it looks funny, because the I doesn't have an I. It's a dash. Same with a dash over the O. I'm like, oh, that looks dope. That's fire. That's a good start. Let me get that. Boom, Chef Hiro. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's probably a good thing because when people hear it, they'll probably argue for 5 minutes on how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
That's 5 minutes spending talking about my business. Bet I'm gonna go with that.
That's wild. So you had that like all what do you call it? Dang, I can't even think of the word. I spanned out because I was listening to you and I got sucked in so much of hearing that. But you had the perspective that all publicity
it's
can
good
come around to
publicity.
you.
Yeah.
Like, and we need to have that where certain things connect
Yeah.
back to your business. So, and
Exactly.
like you said, the end, when you see it, it automatically
you know
connects
what you
to
would
it.
get if you.
So, with that being said, what connects to Chef Hiro then? What would you say is the automatic? Because I know you talked about the oxtail. Is that still a thing?
It is now. So what I did with mine, I already knew, like, in boxing, you don't never want to blow your load. You don't want to throw everything out.
Yeah.
Because now you're left with nothing. So instantly, even with the when I had the food truck, it was just, all right, scale all the menu items. Scale it. Don't just release everything. Put everything on dates. Release one item a month.
Wow,
Like
okay.
6ix9ine. Trash. But dude was smart. Because that's the same method I did. If you think back to 6ix9ine, he dropped one song a month.
Yeah.
12 songs, you can tour for at least 2 years. So one song, boom, that song was hot. It starts to fizzle down. By the end of that month, drop another one. Boom, you back on top. You back in the public eye. You back on top. It fizzles down. The next month after that, drop another one. Boom, you back on top. That way, you don't just blow up real big and then have a fall off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens with most people.
One hit wonder.
One hit wonders.
Yeah.
Like Fetty Wap. He remember that summer of Fetty Wap? He flooded the streets, features. He was all over the place. I was in France. He was in France, dog.
Wow.
flooded the market. And now where is he at? Well, he's locked
He's
up
locked
right now.
Well,
But
well, let me
he
out.
kind of he kind of threw everything out there. You should have scaled that.
Yeah.
Keep some stuff in the tuck and release it, you know, in scale. So with mine's right now, it started with the tacos, and I had a basic menu: tacos, rice bowls, the pineapple bowls, and lamb chops. The lamb chops already was a hit because not a lot of people like lamb chops, and it was the it thing. You know, for brunches, let's get the lamb chops. A lot of people don't really eat lamb chops, and this was their first time having it. So that was already a hot seller. Then my pineapple bowls is what really got a lot of attention just because of the visuals of it. It's a whole pineapple, you know, with all this stuff inside of it. And then the tacos that I make are not traditional tacos. They're so different. Got cranberry red beans and rice in it. It's jerk meat.
Oh, wow.
You know, a Hiros sauce that goes on it. It's completely different. It even look different. It's not like the little tiny street tacos. These is big tacos. Usually people only eat 2 of my tacos and then leave the third for later because they so big. So those 3 were already hits and could draw enough, you know, attention to the brand, to the restaurant and stuff. So from there, it's like I got all these other restaurant recipes I used to do out of the apartment. I just do one special on Sundays, and that's when you release that. So the turkey legs right now at the restaurant, I only do that maybe twice a month.
Wow.
Because when it hits, I got to do 100 to 150 turkey legs
Yeah.
because they're going to sell out in the first couple hours.
Yeah.
But you scale it. So the oxtail rasta pasta, I did that today. It probably won't be back for 3 weeks.
Wow.
But next week I'll have something different. And that keeps people's attention. It keeps people paying attention to what you got going. Even if you only like to talk the turkey legs, you're going to keep tuning in to my page to see if I got it this week.
Yeah.
When's it dropping? When's it dropping? And then when it drops, you're going to come in.
It's like a Jordan shoe.
Yep,
A
basically.
rare commodity.
Yeah,
Sure.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I see you were talking about, you know, scaling your own brand,
Mhm.
but for up and coming small business owners, I don't really like to say small business. I more so like to say entrepreneur or a business owner. Um, could you really talk about how important it is to scale your image and likeness before you think about investing so much into something?
Yeah, because I tell people, business is cool. Your business is your business.
Mm.
The first thing you have to think about, of course, who's doing it. You know, how do you separate yourself from the rest of the people? How do you separate yourself from the people that got more money than you and have been doing it longer than you
Absolutely.
and have more resources than you?
Yeah.
Like whenever you're not the first person to have this idea. When you have an idea for business, you got to be as humble as possible. Pride goes out the window.
Yeah.
No, learn from people who are doing it better than you, who've been doing it longer than you. Take what you can from them as far as what they did wrong and stuff, what they did right, and apply it to your own business. So when you starting out, understand that you're not the first one to do it. So your brand is going to be everything.
Mhm.
You know, your brand is everything. How do you create something that separates yourself from the pack and makes you stand out? So for me, it was like, all right, I'm gonna have a restaurant covered in anime or a food truck covered in anime. All right, that's cool. That's one gimmick. I need more. The more gimmicks, the better. So boom, I need a signature drink. I got sweet teas. So I got guava tea, I got a mango tea, I got a blueberry tea,
Wow.
and it switches out every week. So boom, that's 2 gimmicks. All right. The tacos are completely different. They are not traditional at all. That's 3 gimmicks. The pineapple bowls. Nobody in the city was really doing it.
Mhm.
You know, this was 2018 is when I started this. When I started teaching myself and doing all that. So nobody was doing pineapple bowls. Boom. Do pineapple bowls, and I would flood Instagram and Facebook with the pictures of it. So my brand was out there. And then it kinda trademarks it too. So at this point right now, nobody in the city can really do pineapple bowls without somebody saying, "Oh man, you got that from Chef Hiro."
Yeah.
Oh man, you trying to be Chef Hiro, something like inadvertently, you know. But that was the idea. Just flood the streets with it, because when you're the first person to an audience, you got first dibs.
Mhm.
So like Coke and Pepsi, the exact same thing. Coke was there first. They got first dibs.
Yeah.
So people gonna stick to what's been around longest, who they've been rocking with the longest.
Now, with you, you know, talking about the importance of scaling your brand and stuff, you being an entrepreneur for years, what is your thought about the Kanye West and Adidas deal as far as with them dropping him, and now there are rumors being speculated that they have restructured a new
It is.
contract to
Yeah, they did.
They're trying to
sell the
look,
rest of the Yeezy product. So what's your thought on that?
the thing is, he's a brand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brand. It's not just a shoe. That's what people, oh man, they laughing at Kanye. But what y'all not looking at is the business behind that. Same with Dave Chappelle.
Mhm.
When you've flooded the market with your brand and your brand is so unique, your product is so attached to your brand that normally with business there's a buyout. A big company, you know, when you get big enough, the goal is to basically sell your business or sell shares of your business.
Mhm.
So with a person, an individual like Kanye or Dave Chappelle, they are the brand. They are the product. But they're gonna need that machine to take them to the next level, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But so with in certain situations, like remember Men's Warehouse?
Yeah.
That suit thing? He got bought out by his own company,
Wow.
right? So with Kanye, you can't do that with everyone. They tried to do it with Dave Chappelle, like, all right, we just gonna take the work that we
With
already
Comedy
shot.
Central?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna take what
yeah.
you already shot and we just gonna sell it. They still gonna buy it. Nah, if your brand is strong enough, especially with a strong enough connection to the people, your audience ain't gonna turn on you like that.
Yeah.
It don't matter how hot the shoe is. Adidas could have tried to sell the Yeezys for $10. A lot of people wouldn't rock with it. I mean, honestly, if we being 100, Adidas ain't been hot since Kanye
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
came into the picture.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever, yo, I need them Adidas, bro. No, I don't. You can have those. I'll take the Air Force Ones. I've never in my life said, yo, I need those Adidas
Yeah.
right now before Kanye came out.
Yeah.
So it's all about the way he branded it
Mhm.
and the personality, the person behind it and stuff. Like y'all can knock Kanye off. He says some off the wall stuff. He got some, you know, controversial opinions. But when it comes to branding and a product that he created, he's so attached to that brand that even if the higher ups buy him out and try to remove him from the picture, it's not going to hit the same without him. So they're
Yeah.
not going to get no sales without him. You need him.
And they realize that.
And it's like, all right,
Yeah.
hey man, I messed up, man. Come back. Let's talk this out. Let's talk. Let's see what we can do to make this better. Did it with Dave Chappelle, did it with Kanye West. Like, you just gotta make sure that your brand in the community is all your brand and you, the mastermind behind it, is so, you know,
So tight.
intertwined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight.
You
Yeah.
can't. You're nothing. It's nothing without you.
So it sounds like you as a person are the brand. It's
Um,
it's somewhat the products.
Yeah.
But you yourself are the one that's the mastermind and you're
Yeah.
creating the products.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you are the brand.
Yep. So the Chef Hero is a character now.
Uh-huh.
Like I started now, it's been what? So 2018 I started. So 2019, 2020 is when I actually started walking around calling myself Chef Hero because people would stop me and crow, hey, what's up, Chef Hero? This is weird. Hi. I don't know how you know me, but cool. What's up? How you doing? It's like, I love your food. I love your video. I love your story and stuff. Everybody that's been to my restaurant, most of them followed the story.
Mhm.
That's why it's important when you're building a brand. Broadcast, show your journey.
Mhm.
People, it sticks more with people when they have a story to relate subconsciously. If I was to introduce you two together or something, or introduce me to you, and if he was introducing me to you,
Mhm.
if he was just, hey, this is JC, this is my guy. All right, 5-6 hours you're gonna forget about. But if he
Yeah.
was introduced, hey, remember that story I was telling you about that dude that beat up like 5 dudes with one arm in that club back at Club Ice, and this is him. There's a story behind it, so it sticks.
Yeah.
So now, even if he's not around, you're more inclined to remember my face just off of the story and stuff.
Now, did that happen?
No comment.
Allegedly?
You know,
I mean, hey,
you know,
hey.
Major Woody's Club Ice days, man. It's wild. You gotta ask Brad and them about that, man.
Okay.
That
I
shit
have
was-
I have another question for you,
Mm-hmm.
just because I already have some background on you. With you growing up in a two-parent home, right? What were the influences that kind of laid that foundation for you today from your mother and your father?
So mine's was a little different than most people. So my dad is African. He's Senegalese. My mom's from New York.
Wow.
So that was already a cultural cultural mix. That's why when I see posts on Facebook, when you ever see someone say, "Oh, black people and African Americans are different," and everybody gets on them, and I'm like, they talking like skin color or culturally? Because culturally, I can tell you there's a lot of differences, and it's kind of weird. If you're not African and American, you wouldn't understand what that means. Because there's some, traits that my dad instilled in us that aren't normal in American society, and vice versa with my mom. So I'm looking at both sides. You know what I mean? So African and with Senegalese, when you walk into a room, you shake hands with everyone. American culture, you walk into a room, hey, you wave, and then go sit down in a corner or something. So Senegal, you literally walk over to each man in the room and you shake their hand and acknowledge them like that.
Wow.
So it's just kind of like respect.
It's a respect thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And at this point, it's just a reflex to me too. Like it's the first thing I do.
Second nature.
Yeah. So it's a lot of different stuff like that. So the upbringing with the 2-parent household is super important, especially to our society. Like we really need to get back to that and push that, because this whole independent, nobody can do it dolo.
Yeah.
The statistics show you that it does not work.
Yeah.
It does not work at all.
Yeah.
Statistically, it's 80% better for the child to have both parents in the household.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. It should be a no-brainer, but this society has taught us, nah, you don't need nobody, and that too, it's a cultural thing. Because, like I said, African culture. If you notice, most Africans, you stay at home with your parents until 25 to 28.
Yeah, I heard.
You know what I mean? You do that, and like the boys that I hire at my job, I got a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, and an 18-year-old, and I tell them, yo, and they be joking sometimes, but I tell them, yo, 18 to 25 is so crucial, especially as black men. But for everyone, it's so crucial because 18 to 25 is that window where most people mess up their credit. They go into crazy debt, whether it's college or credit cards. They have a bunch of kids out of wedlock or something. 18, for some reason, American society tells you, yo, you grown, get out. No, you're not. You really cognitively, you don't really wake up, for men at least, until about 25, 26.
That same thing,
That's
like
when it
last
starts to click.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So 18 to 25 is so crucial. Which camera is looking at me? This one. Do not send your kids out of the house at 18. And do not use them for help with the rent at 18, 19. Let them stay at the house and grow until 25. Because that 18 to 21, you're trying to figure it out. Do I want to go to school? Do I want to do something else? Especially with social media. Do I want to try this rap thing and be a millionaire and stuff? You're trying to figure stuff out. Figure it out without having no kids or putting yourself in debt or getting a record or anything.
Yeah.
And if you can make it to 25, you still got a lot of runway. But that time period is super crucial. And that's mainly taught in foreign households, not in American households.
Yeah.
So I had that growing up. My dad and my mom's like, yo, 18, okay, it don't mean nothing. You can still stay here as long as you want. You stack your money up. My mom used to tell me, yo, you're not about to pay no rent, but act like you paying rent. So take $400-$500 off of each check and save it. Man, if I would have listened to her, man, be up 100, easy, a light 100,000, man. If I'd have did something like that.
That's a good teaching, though. Like as far as because I love you and I want the best for you, I'm not going to charge you rent, but I do want to show you something that still has you being responsible.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about $400 or $500 going to the bank account and we're putting it in the savings, we're not putting it in the checking. We know that this is going to build. And then now I have the option to, if I want to go the school route, cool, I still have some money on the back end. If I want to start my business, now I have some type of funding. I don't have to worry about at this moment the credit side. You see what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, that's shout out to mom for that.
Yep, my mom and my dad. Like my dad
and pops.
Like foreign households, they also teach you I'm like the first one in my family that's thought about being a millionaire, taking steps to do generational wealth. But that's because my parents are old school. My parents are older. They weren't taught that in school. My dad, especially African, go to school, and then when you get done, go to school. You feel me? And do something like that. That type of security, get a degree. But this was back in their ear.
Mhm.
It's 2023. You don't need a degree to be successful. Right
Yeah,
now, you
yeah.
don't need to put yourself in that type of debt, to be successful or just to have your head above water. So we have so many, options and resources now that they didn't have back in the day. So the
Absolutely.
teachings are a little different. But some of the ones that he taught, like, yo, keep your money separate. So right now I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 different bank accounts
Wow.
or 7 different banks, not accounts, 7 different banks. Because my dad always said, keep your money in different places.
That's
So I
smart.
got one bank that does my business. I got another one that I keep just for when I want to take trips and stuff like that. I throw 50 or 100 every other week in there. Just throw it in there. When it stacks up, I feel like going to France, and I just hit my cut.
That's
Go there. I got
yeah.
another bank that I use if I want to get another car, do a car payment. I'll do it through them. I got another bank that's just good for if I need to take out a loan or something like that. My credit history is really good. So just keep it in a separate account. I got another one all the way out in Hilliard. I don't even touch it because I don't have a card or anything. If I want to get money out of there, I have to go all the way out there and get it. It's an inconvenience. 9 times out of 10, I ain't driving out there, so it's safe. It's just in there sitting.
Yeah.
But that comes from my dad. Teaching little stuff like that.
So, with that being said, how was it growing up in a two-parent household where it was those two different cultures? Like, did you ever find yourself having to like choose a side or the disagreements that you find in between the two?
Yeah, I mean, because I grew up over here off Long and Champion.
Okay.
So, like I tell people, regardless of how you raised in the house, you still gotta lead a house.
Yeah.
So your environment, your neighborhood, your school, all of that plays a role and a factor in molding you,
Mhm.
into the person you are. So, a lot of the values and stuff my dad and mom had was pretty, was pretty balanced for real. But leaving out of there, going into the neighborhood, school, and you looking at people who have just a single parent household, some people who don't have either parent, they just out here. You see the different personality traits, you see the different flaws and the different advantages that they have, and just the differences in personalities and how and who they are as people.
Mhm.
And like now that I'm older, you can kind of understand it. I mean, you might not agree with everything, but it's the understanding part. I see how you are like this.
Yeah.
I see how you got that way.
That's a huge thing.
It's huge.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah.
especially being a human being and you're connected with people
Yeah.
too as well. So you have to have that type of energy.
Yeah.
So also being a business owner and taking on a leadership role over all these people, how is it knowing that you're responsible for these people that are up under your brand now?
It's weird. Like, especially now, it's that's why I said earlier, I'm not really a chef anymore. Like, it's to the point where I don't even know. Like, I do public speakings, like the 1 day out the month, I do free game Mondays where I just do a free business seminar out of my restaurant. So
Wow.
on the 20th is the next one, and I'm talking about branding because I just got my first 7-figure buyout offer, and we turned it down. But I'm like, all right, I got to tell people how to finesse this so they can get their business up there and do that, and how they can build their brand that way. So it's a weird position where now it's a big influencer type of position. So now there's like an imaginary sense of power that people think that you have just because you can influence a lot of people. It's to the point now where I think one lady was running for governor or something, and she asked me to come speak at a couple places with her and stuff, just because of I do a lot of stuff in the community. So my community knows me and stuff. So I can walk around with my chains on and stuff, and I'm fine because people know me. They know that I'm not, and they see my fight videos too. But for the most part, they know that I do so much for the community. Like I'll give back to my neighborhood. I give free tacos away over here on Mount Vernon and stuff. Like I do, free cooking classes for kids and stuff. I'm trying to help the community get up and level and stuff. So being able to, influence a large group of people is some imaginary sense of power, but it's also like a big sense of responsibility because I also got to watch what I say. I got to watch what I do because at this point right now, all eyes are on me and stuff. So I got to be careful with what I do. I can't talk to just anybody or everybody. You know, I got to watch, you know, who I associate myself with that because it's attached to the brand and every other brand that I have connected to, you know, as well as the people who are working with those brands. So it's a giant web, you know, of networking
It's a huge
that I'm now
responsibility.
responsible for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, with you growing up and you know, coming from two different cultures, two different backgrounds of living, what's your thought? Because we talked about this last week, but what's your thought like on Black History and Black History Month in America? You know, my take was that, especially amongst Black people, it should be something that is talked about every day, or even if it's not every day. You know, you should think about studying your own people and you know the history of where they come from throughout the year, and not just focus on 28 days out of the month. So, what's your thoughts on that? On 28 days out of February, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That right there was some BS already. Like y'all give us the shortest month, okay. But then it's weird because I'm not even being a conspiracy theorist. It's a lot of stuff they teach us is not correct.
Yeah.
It's not right. So in that, history is the exact same way. A lot of stuff with history was twisted and you know turned around, you know, to keep that narrative, keep that story going and stuff. You know what I mean? So as far as Black history, it's like it should be talked about, but not highlighted on February. It should be talked about enough to where it merges with America. It should be American history, period.
Right.
It's all the
So
same.
it should be talked about enough, just like we learned about George Washington and all these people. It should be the same amount of exposure to the point where it's normalized. It's not like highlighted. Oh, it's Black history. No, it's just history.
Yeah.
History of this country and what y'all did to one, you know, group of people, because you did a lot to a lot of groups of people. We're gonna go ahead and keep it on us, what you did to this group of people in the founding of this country and stuff. So it's like it's a touchy subject because there's so much darkness that's attached to it. Even the most gruesome slave movie does not do justice to what actually happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're giving us a diet version of what happened, you know, and that's the same as just telling part of a story. You know what I mean? So it's tricky. It gets really tricky.
Yeah. It's wishy-washy.
Man, so wishy-washy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Man, so you talked about your boxing, you know what I'm saying? I know you box. I'm not sure how long you boxed, but we recently saw Creed last night. It's Sunday when we filming this. So we went to the movies last night as a team and we saw Creed, Creed 3. And for me, it's a 10 out of 10. But off of that, my question to you is, with you having a boxing background, you were Adonis Creed. What's the outcome? Can you say that if you all faced each other, he would beat your ass?
I mean, right now I'm out of shape. Yeah, he probably could one up on me. I'll put up a good fight. I'm out of shape right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
What about
In
the
your
prime?
prime?
The prime version?
What weight
Prime
class
me?
was you in?
Me, I'm really a cruiserweight.
Okay.
But the league that I was fighting in, we didn't have that many fighters.
Okay.
So at the time, this was after COVID. So I had put on crazy amount of weight. I mean, I had already quit the post office, so there was no more walking. So I was just eating. So I blew up to like 263.
Ooh.
So when I came in, I'm trying to lose weight. I wasn't interested in competing. I was just trying to do the workouts and everything, but they didn't have no fighters. And my homie Flight is the one who founded the group, Flight and AR. I'm like, all right, man, I'll fight for y'all, man. Y'all need some fighters and stuff. But when I get back to my normal weight, man, that's all I really want to do. I don't really want to compete. So start the training and everything. Had one fight and I won. I'm like, oh man, I'm pretty good. Still playing around. After the third fight, I won all of them already. I'm like, oh man, hold on. you're pretty good at this. Hold on, we can see where this goes until this whole restaurant thing goes through, and I get that SBA money or whatever. Let's see where this goes and stuff. So, like my normal walk around weight is like 210 pounds or whatever.
Okay.
But I was overweight when I came in. Then I just dropped down to like 220. But they still, oh, you a heavyweight? No, I'm not. I am a bootleg heavyweight. I'm really a cruiserweight. But we ain't had that many fighters. So I'm in there fighting 250. Heaviest dude was 297. And I'm like, bruh, come on, I'll fight your big ass. Let's go. Let's get it. And still, was winning. I'm undefeated for a year and a half. But that was a wild league, man. That was a wild league.
So with you, I wouldn't call you the underdog because you coming from a undefeated streak or so, but from that first time you got in the ring, what was the mental like? Did you face any type of fear, seeing a bigger opponent?
Anxiety. I already had anxiety. So that first fight, he was my size, but it was my first fight ever in front of a group. I don't fought in clubs and stuff before, man.
Yeah.
It's nothing. We don't fought out here. I fought over here on Mount Vernon before. It's nothing. But that ain't boxing.
Yeah.
That is like fight outside is like 17 seconds. This is 3 minutes. 3-minute rounds with another grown man. Nobody's breaking it up.
Yeah.
You gotta fight. So it was like, man, and there's a crowd of people there. They yelling, it's crazy, hitting the mat and stuff. Like it was barbaric, and it was dope. So I have anxiety already. My anxiety was through the roof. After that first fight, it's like, all right, I won. I was like, all right, looking at the footage, I was trash. I was garbage. I was barely throwing any punches. I was just not getting hit and then jabbing him and moving out the way and stuff. Then the next fight, it's like, all right, you start getting a little bit used to the crowd. And the third fight, you start getting a little better. And you winning all right. Then you go against another person who was about to win until you got the knockdown. You ended up winning. It's like, oh, man. Now it's to the point where when I go in the ring, I don't even notice the crowd anymore. It's locked in, so.
Tunnel vision.
Man,
Yeah.
But it took a while to get to that point. But that first fight, that anxiety goes through the roof. A lot of us have never, performed in front of people. Even basketball. We go to hoop sessions all day. You be nice. Get on a regular team with a crowd there. For some reason, you play different.
Yeah.
You play like trash. Like, I don't know what's going on. I always make that shot. I always do that.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was scoring like 60 points at the Y.
This man.
Man.
You see, Jamal, they
It
never
went from-
had to.
It went from 3-on-3 to 5-on-5, and 4 extra people just fucked me up.
I did.
Yeah, he ain't went through the mental aspect.
Yeah,
he
I
just
didn't break through.
he greatness in the making. That's what it is.
So there was this Twitter conversation, and I wanted to save it for you, especially with you having a cooking background. When you take a shorty out on a date, right?
Mhm.
What is that one dish or entree she can't order? Like, cause they were arguing the fact that like if you go out to eat, you shouldn't be ordering no cheeseburger, cause that's some shit you can make at home.
That's facts. But me, okay, so African background. I ain't never seen my mom really pay for bills or nothing like that. So with me being who I am, I'm still, traditional to an extent. But I have to be aware that, this new age of females, they is not traditional.
Yeah.
So you got to find that middle ground. If I ask a girl out, for starters, I'm not asking no random girl that I just met out. That's out. I see all these things. Oh, you got to take a girl out, wine her daughter like you used to back in the day. Absolutely not. My biggest fear, what my biggest fear is? I take a girl out. We go to this nice restaurant, Cameron Mitchell's. Maybe we're on the rooftop. It's a beautiful evening. It's great. She got the filet. It's right there. Everything's going dope. Have a great night. I drop her off. She said, have a great night. Thank you. She go in the house, call up another dude. He blow it back out and eat the leftovers. Do you know that's a fear?
And eat
You
the
know that's a
leftovers.
fear. Do you know that's a fear, man?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's always a plus one. It's
What?
always
Imagine driving by and you see the car pull up. Like,
What? Whose charger is that? what? No, you don't have to do this. No. All right. So, but it happens.
Nah,
It
yeah.
happens, man. So my thing is, when I meet it, I don't take girls out that I don't want to. When you take a girl out, that's me. For me personally, that's a sign, yo, especially to a nice restaurant, kind of bougie. You know, so yeah, I'm going to Hyde Park, me personally, but not to impress the female, but because I already go there for myself.
That's my philosophy.
You feel me?
That's
I was
the
already
style.
going. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the whole tricking thing. I don't believe it. I was already going to this place. I decided to bring Sam with me to this beach, but I was already going there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So this ain't to get the box. 9 times out of 10, I already got it.
Yeah.
So with taking a girl out, if I take a girl out on a date like that, it's to show like, yo, I'm serious. This is a serious move, a serious gesture to show you that I'm serious, or trying to, progress into something more serious in the future.
Okay.
So if I go out with a girl, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'll probably go to like Hyde Park or something if I want to, make a statement or something like that. Or even if we go somewhere more chill, she's not paying for anything. Especially if I invited her out.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Hey, you want to go to France? Yeah. All right, let's go half. Nigga, why'd you invite me? I ain't got France money. Like if I invite her out to dinner, why would I then? Hey, you got your half of the bill? Nah, that comes from dudes that was taking a girl out to try to get some box, and you're stupid.
Yeah.
I tell my sisters all the time, if a dude is spending money on you trying to get box, take him up top.
Yeah.
And give him take him up top and give him nothing, because you shouldn't be doing it.
Nah.
Girl is gonna give you it if
shouldn't
she
be an
wants to.
expectation.
Yeah, I just do it 'cause I was just
Yeah.
already doing it. If you give me the box, awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. I'm cool either way.
Yeah.
But the intent was not for the box. The intent was for this steak at this specific restaurant. So when I invite you out, don't look at the price on the menu. I go to restaurants where there ain't no prices on the menu.
Yeah.
Man.
Go ahead and
just
order
wanted
what
to
you
say
want.
that.
There's
Hey.
one girl, the bone-in filet. She's like, I was gonna get the filet. I was like, get the bone-in. Isn't that more expensive? I'm like, yeah, but it's better. If you're gonna get a filet, always get the bone-in. Get that. She looked, I'm like, bruh, stop looking at the prices and stuff. We out here. You don't worry about that. I'm him. I got
But
us.
that means a lot though when she like that
Yeah.
says a lot about
Yeah.
her character.
That's
right
great.
there.
That's
Yo,
great. And
awesome.
And it's
Like,
noted.
yeah.
Mentally, it's noted. I
Yeah.
notice everything. I notice those gestures. I notice how you treat the server.
Mm.
I notice your conversation. I notice how you hold the forks and how you carry yourself, how you chose to dress, depending on where we went. I'm picking up on everything. But that costs money to get her into that position to show me that.
Yeah.
So I have to pay for all of that. It's not that big a deal. If you can't afford, nobody's saying you got to take a girl out to Hyde Park every night or nothing like that. At the same time, I wouldn't take her to McDonald's because I don't even eat McDonald's. But it's nothing to get some sushi and go to the riverfront. Pay for it.
Yeah.
Take her to Hyde Park. Pay for it.
I mean, if anything, learn how to cook.
Something. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's more intimate.
A lot of
That's a lot
that
more
was my
intimate.
go-to. I always like, hey, I'll cook for you.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
My uncle told me something the other day. You can get pussy when you can't get nothing to eat. You don't
Dang.
gotta have no money. Like, it be the bummiest dudes that's getting chicks. Like, that should let you know you don't have to have money and wine and dine and do all this fake fugazi stuff. Do what you can afford, bro. Because if she's down for you, she knows, for starters, females know if they're gonna rock with you in the first 5 words out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
First 5 words. You got 5 words to make an impression. And hi is one of them. So now you're down to 4.
Yeah.
So choose wisely and just be cool.
Yeah. That's
All right,
yeah.
there. That could eat a dude up. When I got 4 words.
She's sitting here trying to. Oh dang!
You better
I can't even think of 4 words.
Where the encyclopedia at? I need to sound intelligent with 4
My
words.
go-to is just shut up. When I get a girl or whatever, and you about to go somewhere, stop talking.
Just
Say
listen.
nothing. Say nothing, because
Yeah.
you're gonna talk yourself out of a situation. She already was about to just put it on you. She had it in her mind. Like, you were not in control of the situation. She was in control of everything. She had it planned out. You opened your mouth for that 2-second window. Fucked it all up. She's, you know what? I'm kind of tired. And then she's going to call the other dude to come and blow it back out and eat the leftovers because you opened your mouth. Just shut up and rock.
That's
Hey,
a
yo.
tragedy.
And your thirsty ass is driving by her crib at 3 a.m.
Looking stupid.
seeing two shadows.
Man outside the window like, hey.
In her stories and stuff. Had a great night. Dang, she's talking about me, man. That's it, man.
Man, that's wild. That's wild.
Before we move on, what's some game you want to like leave for like the audience? Like, what's some game about business, life?
Follow the universe, man. I be telling people I'm not. So my mom is Christian, my dad is Muslim. I was raised in both. At this point in my life, I'm to a point where God or the universe doesn't have a category. Meaning I don't really pick a religion or anything, you know. And people ask me that, oh, so you don't believe in God? I'm like, no, I believe in God or the universe, you know, one and the same. And it's because I can name so many times where I should have died and I didn't. So many times where something should have happened and it didn't. Right now, me with this restaurant, if y'all knew all of the ins and outs of the story, it would like blow your minds because it doesn't make sense on how I'm here, but I'm here. You know what I mean? So you got one plan. Originally, I started college at 14. So originally, I was supposed to be a doctor. That was the plan.
Wow.
You know,
Man.
biomedical engineering. I was going to build stuff, put inside people. That was it. Got accepted in Johns Hopkins, all that. 17, 18, I did a little intern thing over at OSU. One of the medical wings, saw somebody die. Nope, don't want to do this. Don't want to do this no more. It wasn't even the dying part. It was the they make you take a class, like it's like a psych class where you have to deliver the message to a family.
Oh wow.
Yo, your person that you hold near and dear in this life is dying. We can't help them. You'll get a bill in 2 weeks. I'm sorry for your loss, and you have to keep a straight face and walk away. Like, not
That's
to that extreme,
hard,
but I
man.
can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that to people. I can't let someone down like that. I can't do it. I ran a squirrel over 2 weeks ago. I'm thinking about that little nigga right now, man. I can't do that. So that's why after high school, I was kind of on the fence. I was just working a little street stuff or whatever. That lasted like 9 months. Like, no, it's not for me. Got like 5 jobs, and then from the 5 jobs, got on with the post office. Then from the post office, did some BS and made an oxtail dinner. Now, fast forward 4 years later, I got a restaurant here on Thurman's. I got the other one opening up on the north. I got another one opening in Atlanta. I got 2 other brands launching. I got all this stuff going. But originally, the plan was to be a doctor back then or a soccer player. You know what I mean? So the universe is going to put you through things. Don't take it personal like, oh, it's only happening to you. Or why is this happening? The things that you think that you're supposed to be doing, the area that you think you're supposed to be in, you have no control over that. The universe gonna push you over here. Go with it. Don't fight it. Don't try to go against it. Don't even question it. Just go with it if it's working. You know what I mean? The cooking thing was so random. I just kept at it just because it was working. So why go against the grain? And it's going to take you. Originally, even with the cooking, I'm like, all right, boom, I can just do a food truck. Then it's pushing you this way. I don't want a restaurant. It's too expensive. I can't afford it. Universe pushed you over there. Now look at me. I still got the restaurant. It's expensive as hell, but I'm in a whole different money bracket. It's a hub for my other brands to work out of, and I'm turning down 7-figure deals. Like, it's the universe knows what's best for you. You don't know shit. Go with the flow of things, you know, and stuff is going to happen in that time. You're going to lose people. My ex at the time, when I was teaching myself and everything, she skipped my grand opening. The food truck. I thought the food truck was designed for 2 people. It was me and her, and her sister maybe one day, or my sisters one day. It's supposed to be for 2 people, and we was going to do all this stuff. Nah. It's going to remove people from your life. It's going to put you in different situations. It's going to move you around. It might move you to another state. Go with it if it's working. Don't go against it. You know what I mean? That when you go against it or try to force stuff, that's when most problems happen and stuff. That's where we tend to derail and stuff. So, like I said, want what you want, you know, have an idea of what you want, but be open to the fact that the universe can blow you in a whole different direction and put you in a whole different situation, and you have no idea what your purpose is. Regardless of how bad you want to say, this is my purpose, I was here for that, Nah, you here for whatever God or the universe
Mhm.
tells you or shows you that you're here for.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There's like you said, there's something that people say is that everything happens for you, not to you.
Yep.
And you just have to go with the flow.
Go with
And
it.
if you enter that state of flow, 9 times out of 10, like you said, it's going to take you to where you think you should be, not where you thought you should be.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's gonna take you where you're supposed to be at.
Man,
Now, Meech,
what's up? What's
let
up?
Chef Hiro know what the what's the name of the game? You came up with the name.
Unorthodox questions.
All right, unorthodox questions,
Man.
So we'll ask you questions.
Yeah, anything. This ain't about. It can be about your life or whatever, but these questions are just we having fun.
Yeah,
That's
just having
about
fun,
it.
man.
Yeah.
So, with you being big in anime,
Yeah.
that's one of them things up there you care for.
Man.
What's your favorite anime moment?
Moment.
That's a hard
I
one,
mean,
huh?
not really. I mean, see, that it's tricky because you have to go with Goku going Super Saiyan the first time.
Versus is that Cell?
Frieza.
Yeah,
Frieza.
The very
versus
first
Frieza.
time. The
You
very
talking about
first
like
time.
when we was young, like
I remember coming home
first
from school
time.
and watching it. Like, what's happening?
The anticipation.
what-
Didn't they draw that out for like 3
It was
episodes
like
too?
3-4 weeks and talking, and they was just in the position talking, and then his hair turned yellow, and you like, yo,
Man.
something wrong with the TV? Like, what's going on? So it's either that or Jiraiya dying.
Sick. Sick.
Fuck Neji. Jiraiya, man. Him
That was
dying.
from the Pains, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
That was that one.
Man.
Tragic.
Man, it's between those two. Man.
Okay.
That was like, whoa.
Those is at the same level, then you can't choose
Kinda.
one or the other.
One was sad and the other one was like exciting. So it's two different
Okay.
sides of the spectrum, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, I got one for you. If you had a Michael Jackson mansion, what animal would you buy to bring with you? If you need help, I always thought about a
monkey.
panther, and I want a monkey riding a
about to say,
panther.
A monkey,
That's-
for
that's-
sure.
yeah.
Panther, he
Monkey
might
riding
turn.
panther.
Bro, think of how cold that would be if I walked in with some shades and a panther and a monkey riding a panther.
Panther
But
gonna bite
that's
you
cheap.
though, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody worried. But you would go with a panther, right?
Nah,
No, okay. What would you go with?
it's too black. I go with a monkey.
A monkey?
If you ever turn, I know I can handle. I can handle a monkey. A lion, you are just. It's in God's hands. What are you gonna do? This ain't the Lion King. You gonna sing to him? No, you done. It's over with. It's a wrap. I'll take the monkey. Give me a chimp, a smart one,
Smart chimp.
smart one.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say a giraffe, but then as I'm thinking in my head, processing it, it kind of reminded me when Steph said he could beat a gorilla and a bear, with the size growing larger and larger and larger.
He can beat what?
Yeah, he
Like
said,
with his hands.
Yes.
he said out in the
Yes.
wild, me versus what was it? It was a bear or a gorilla?
It was
It was a gorilla.
A gorilla,
At first.
bro. It was a gorilla at first.
Dead.
At first.
And
It
then
was
he-
100 men versus one gorilla.
100 men would win.
That's what I said.
Let me break it down.
But you
Let me break it
said
down. All right.
you.
So you got a gorilla.
Bro.
I would be number 99. I'm let all them
That's
niggas
it.
die.
You got to break everybody into sections.
Yeah.
So, like, 20 people grab his left arm. 20 people right arm. 20 left leg. 20 right leg. All right. So that's 80 people right there. The rest of you go for the soft points. 10 of you kick him in the balls. The other 10 start attacking the head. You know,
Smart.
you got to be strategic.
Man.
The other 10, y'all dead on sight. He is taking your fucking head off the rip. That's you gonna have to take one
See?
for the team.
Front
But the
line.
rest of us, we got this.
See, he thinking.
You gotta
He's
think.
thinking.
man.
So what he's saying is, do not be the first 10 people.
Don't be the
Be the
first.
first
Don't be the
10.
first
if
20.
you have to be 100
Mm,
fighting a
mm.
gorilla.
I mean, but let me ask you this, Steph,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because if we talking about 100 men versus a gorilla,
Yeah.
what comes to my mind is just like off of Squid Games when they had to draw from the straw, right?
Yeah.
From the cup. So there's no telling what group you're going to be in.
I know what group I'm gonna be in. What you
How?
mean?
You're drawing from you're drawing
It's
from a cup?
100 people. I'm gonna be in the back. What you mean?
No, I'm saying like from a cup. So you're drawing straws.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
His scenario.
We're pulling up
he's-
100 deep. I'm gonna be in the back. At least 20 people before me gotta die. I mean, it happens.
So you're gonna be arriving late, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't gonna
Color
show
people
up.
time.
Yep.
You're gonna be color people time to the flag.
You see, he gets it. You see, y'all American. So y'all never been in the field. You feel me?
Facts.
y'all never
Been in the
been in
wild
the
for
field.
real,
Like, come on.
Man.
Goku versus One Punch Man. Who wins?
That's never mind.
Like Goku.
You think Goku?
Just teleport him somewhere. Die. Leave.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, One Punch Man went outer space, right?
Did he?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think he did.
I mean, technically, like he's like a gag character. Like you're
Yeah,
not supposed to take
he's
him
not.
seriously.
Okay.
But
But for this purpose, though,
Yeah, look at your ass breaking it down.
man,
And shit.
he always got to be
Hey.
extra, bro. Man, show up an hour late to a movie, like,
of all,
I need more
his
stuff.
name is Satomu.
Yeah.
What you mean? I wasn't an hour late. Come on.
You was 47 minutes late
It was
to a
like
movie.
35. Like
Bro,
preview started what? 7:30.
we looked at
and
the phone, it was
and at like
7:50.
7:30. Come on now.
Previews are necessary.
Man,
I mean, it's a boxing movie. Like, come on.
wow.
Like, how much?
Hating
am I
on-
missing?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, we going with Goku then? Is that,
Yeah. I
yeah.
can go Goku.
Okay. Well, I got one. All right. Thanos or Ultron?
Voltron?
Yeah, Ultron.
Voltron? Okay.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's Ultron.
It's Ultron.
It's
See, he messing me up, had me
I'm thinking
second
about
guessing
that one
myself.
card.
He got the
Like-
Voltron.
he got the gauntlet.
Yeah, Thanos has the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Voltron or Ultron was the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanos has the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
It's the gauntlet is the key. He's got that.
Yeah, okay.
I think Ultron would be smart enough to make his own gauntlet and just steal the stones. Because then he did that before, right?
I
Thanos
think
Because
just
you
wastes
know the
time.
thing that Iron Man made, like how he made
Yeah,
his own.
yeah.
Ultron could do that easily.
yeah.
Because he's pretty much.
Time
he
does
can-
he have
how much
to
time?
do this?
I mean, but he's
gonna
fished the whole
die before
internet.
he can
Like,
make it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna snap my finger and freeze time. Walk over.
True. So wait,
Click
so it's
him off.
Thanos with all the rings, or with all the
Dude,
stones?
That's why I just
the
asked.
question is if Ultron can figure out the multiverse.
He probably already knows.
Because, or whatever they call it in Marvel. It's
Yeah.
called a different thing. But, like, obviously we saw, I don't know if y'all saw Loki, but there's more than just those stones. So
Yeah.
that would be, I hear your argument, sir. Yeah.
I think Ultron can figure it out because he's pretty much an extension of Tony at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
But
Yeah.
how much time does he have?
How much
How much
time?
prep time? This is that whole
Yeah.
Batman could be Superman with prep time. He can how much prep time are we talking? We're giving this man a day to think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Are we just dropping them in front of each other and then go? 'Cause if
Man,
that's the case.
I say
mean,
just
he's
drop
getting
them.
chalked.
In
We
front
just
of
drop them.
They just drop
Well, if that's the case, it'll
He'd
be
get chalked.
Thanos.
Yeah. Just make it easier because we can spend all day going off of that.
If this is dropping, I mean, Thanos, Reality Stone, you could just make him
Rap.
disappear.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? Before I ask I'm gonna ask my other question. I just forgot we had wine, and we ain't been sipping on our wine in today's episode. But it's cool though, because we've been flowing. It's been a great episode.
Yes.
Life is on the line, Jay. Chef Hiro. Life is on the line. A shark attack or a gorilla attack. You gonna die. You already know. But what do you prefer to go out?
Ouch.
Shark
Man.
attack or gorilla attack. Who would I be with a shark? Who would I be around a gorilla? It's trying to decide like who's gonna kill me faster. That's the thing. See, a shark is gonna bite you. All right, so what is he gonna bite my neck or what? Am I gonna bleed out?
And
That's
you in the
about
water.
6 minutes. maybe 6 minutes if he hits a nice artery.
Remember the shark, they'll bite you, swim away, then come back.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they'll
yeah,
let you
yeah.
sit.
That's what I'm saying. But a gorilla,
The gorilla is
if
just
he
gonna,
just beats you, you're just there, and it might take about 13 minutes.
yeah.
Ah.
But there is a chance, not to be morbid, but you might drown and go unconscious.
That's what I'm assuming.
Then you know, all right,
With
what
the shark, the
happens
shock, like if he hits the right artery, your body will go into shock anyway. So let's
Yeah,
go ahead and
true.
go with that.
Yeah.
happens. Me personally, a shark not beating me. That's all I'm saying. But
What
Yeah.
That's this, man.
You
How
can
gonna
grab
be the
his
shark,
grab
bro?
his fin and be like Aquaman.
Nah, I'm gonna like grab his gills and just pull it out.
Black.
He gonna do the nose trick. They say push,
Yeah,
push
yeah,
down
yeah.
on the nose.
That don't work.
That's just me though.
You better
You
go
know
for the
how that works
eyes.
for you.
Nah. Got a hard one.
Eye.
That's just me.
Yeah.
Though. Him.
Yeah. Leave it to Steph, bro. Leave it to Steph.
Iron Man versus Batman.
Is there prep time?
It has to be prep time for both of them.
Let's just say, yeah, prep time.
I can't really say that it's prep time because they both wear suits. So if they're just going to put the suits on, who wins?
I
but
mean, if
they-
it's just a bare suits with no gadgets or gadgets,
Batman has to have gadgets.
Batman has everybody's weakness.
Yeah.
So are we talking about that Batman? Like,
Well,
About
The one that has the fouls.
to make it
has the
fair,
files
that-
and the
Yeah.
prep time?
but
It's chalk.
they operate in two different universes. So make it fair, they don't know anything about each other. They meet up. Best suit, whatever Batman's best suit is, he has it.
and then Iron Man's going to wear his best.
Yeah,
suit.
Iron
Which
Man's
is all
best suit.
run off of electricity. EMP blast. Batman for the win.
No. It's not electricity though. He made like his own
The arc
core-
reactor.
core.
Yeah.
arc reactor thing.
Yeah,
so-
that's not an EMP.
Nah, it's gonna take more than that. That's the older suit. The older suit, you could take it out with like an EMP or whatever.
Yeah, the Mark IV.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
for- yeah.
Batman, because he played too much. Tony Stark played too much. Tony
Yeah.
Stark played too much. Yeah, you're genius, whatever. But Batman,
Yeah, he do be talking too much.
yeah.
I don't know. You remember that line? What was that line? When Iron Man and Captain America, they were like going back and forth.
You killed my
And
family.
Captain America was like, "Take off the suit. What are you?" This nigga said, "Billionaire,
Billionaire play
philanthropist,
philanthropy.
playboy." like,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I mean, I would say I gotta give it to Batman too as well
You got a
because
chip on the
didn't,
shoulder.
didn't Captain America beat Tony Stark's ass?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they beat that man to
Chalk.
a pulp.
Captain
bro.
America's a
Like,
super soldier though.
And he has super strength. I was just about to say that. He has super strength.
he got super strength, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
Iron Man has
Iron
cancer.
Man, bro.
Yeah, but realistically,
And we said the best suit, so obviously, I'm sure one of his suits has enhanced strength.
yeah.
Like it has to. It wouldn't make sense for him not to have a suit.
I mean, the
that has
enhanced strength, it would be the big one. It would be the Hawk Smash.
Honestly,
But Tony Stark doesn't know martial arts.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm going with Batman.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, I'm like,
Tony
it has
doesn't
to be
really know
Batman.
how to.
He doesn't know how to fight.
It
for
has
real.
to
He
be
don't got
Batman.
I
hands
mean, he
like
has
that.
the suit. He has like the power or whatever the case may be. But
That boy from Malibu.
Batman fought
He
Superman.
can't fight.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, think of Tony Stark doing a high kick or a bicycle
Yeah.
kick.
Never seen
in
it.
the suit. That would be
Never-
crazy.
Honestly,
That would be
never
one of
really
the
seen him throw a
signatures,
correct
bro.
punch.
Yeah,
Nah, you don't.
Never seen that
He
man.
always
throw a
uses
correct
because you
Flash.
never had his hand closed. Now to think about it.
Never.
Yeah,
Never
Yeah.
had his hand closed.
not even in the animated version.
Yeah.
He's been like a
He
fighter.
never did none of that. He ain't built like that.
I wonder how Iron Man will react if somebody stole his chick.
Stole his chick.
Yeah, like him or Batman, with them being like playboys and stuff like that. They get all the girls and stuff, but we haven't seen that situation when Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark loses the
What do you
girl.
mean, Bruce lost
I
his
don't
girl
think they
multiple
would give a
times.
fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think they would care.
Bruce did.
Bruce definitely lost his girl a
Yeah,
lot.
a couple times.
But the coolest thing Bruce did is it was I don't remember the cartoon, but Superman used his like whatever vision to see his face, and then Batman went to his Bruce character,
Oh yeah.
took out
yeah.
what's Superman's girl's name?
Lois Lane.
Lois
Lane. He took Lois Lane out,
Date.
and she was like, "Oh yeah, Bruce is so nice. He's this and that," and he's like, "Oh word."
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, he's a little devious, but
fucked up. I'm gonna fuck your bitch.
Tony though, I mean, he's
Yeah.
a billionaire. I don't think he cares.
Bro,
honestly.
why would you?
At least the old Tony, he doesn't really care.
Nah,
Eh.
nah.
Kobe versus Jordan versus LeBron.
Jordan,
Chicago
Kobe,
21.
LeBron. Chicago 21.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a ref? What rules are we playing?
Nah, because it's no refs in 21.
So it's prison ball. Because if it's prison ball,
YMCA.
I mean,
if it's prison ball, 6'7",
why-
250-pound
yeah.
LeBron is gonna win. But if we going off as you can't foul. Call your own fouls.
Call your own fouls.
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
Jordan.
All that size don't mean nothing. We're talking about skill.
Yeah.
If we being 100, when have you ever said, "Oh shit, LeBron got handles"? Never.
Yeah.
You've never said any of that.
Yeah.
You've never seen any real finesse.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 6'7", 250.
So basically, you saying Jordan is Madre, Kobe is Kakashi, and LeBron is Boruto.
No, Boris was a little bit too pussy.
I would say Orochimaru.
Wait, who?
Nah.
Braun or Orochimaru?
No.
Nah.
Braun is Naruto.
Eh,
Because Naruto, he had everything you need to be powerful,
I
but
can see that. Yeah,
He just wasn't.
he
Yeah.
wasn't there yet until he got older.
it's factual. I give you that one.
Okay.
Kakashi, he had like pretty much got all the skills, and he was just dark.
Make him
No.
Itachi.
Itachi,
Make him Itachi.
yeah, I can see that.
He was
Yeah.
beastie. He was a monster. So
Yeah, like quiet, but still like lethal. Yeah.
real monster.
My bad.